Number 10. Plot the point with coordinates 3, 2. Label this point A. 3, 2. 3 along, 2 up. Label it A. Right, next. Write down the coordinates of the midpoint of BC. Well, here's BC, so I need the point that's in the middle. That point there. Now, what are the coordinates of that point? Well, if I start from the origin, I go -1 along and 0 up. So it's -1, 0. Question 11. Mason throws a coin 3 times. The outcome of each throw is either heads or tails. Okay. List the possible outcomes of the 3 throws. Well, I suppose he might get head, head, head. 3 heads. Might get 2 heads and 1 tail. 2 heads and 1 tail. But I suppose that 1 tail could appear there, or it could appear there. So that is all the outcomes with 3 heads, all the outcomes with 2 heads. I suppose you might only get 1 head and 2 tails. And then again, that 1 head could appear first, could appear second, or could appear after the 2 tails. So I've got all the ones with 3 heads, all the ones with 2 heads, all the ones with 1 head, and here is the only possibility with no heads. So there are all the possible outcomes of the 3 throws. Okay. Rayhan is on holiday in the USA. He has $2,000 to spend on clothes. He buys 1 pair of trainers costing $60. Right, so that's $60 spent so far. He buys 3 t-shirts costing $25 each. Well, 3 times 25, so he's spent $75 on t-shirts. He also wants to buy a jacket costing $80. Has he got enough? Well, we've worked out the cost of the train is $60. The cost of the 3 t-shirts is $75. So far, he has spent $135. He wants to buy a jacket costing $80. I wonder if he's got £80 left. Well, let's have a look. He had $200, didn't he? Now, 200 minus 135. Well, that's not going to give him 80 left. That only gives him $65 left. So, no is the answer to the question. He has not got enough money. Right. The trainers cost $60. Yes. The exchange rate is $1 is that many pounds. Rayhan says the trainers cost less than £40. Rayhan is wrong. Show working to explain why, but importantly, look using a suitable approximation. So, what shall we say? Well, the trainers were $60. And to work out how many pounds that is, each dollar is worth 0.749 pounds. So we'd have to do 60 times 0.749. I think it really expects us to do that because it says using a suitable approximation. So I'm going to do 60 times, I'm going to call that 0.7. Okay, this is my approximation. Now, I know what 60 times 7 is. 6 sevens are 42. Add a 0, 420. So 60 times 0.7 must be 42. All right, now let's look at the question. The trainers cost that much. The exchange rate is that. The trainers cost less than 40. He is wrong. Well, look, because using my approximation, I see that they cost nearer 42. Okay, so there is my working to explain why he is wrong. All right, and I suppose I could say 42 is greater than 40, just to make my point. Okay.